how often you should go to the gym, and what's the actual number of sets that you should hit per muscle group, per session, and in a week. So these are really confusing topics that I'm going to clear in this video. Like literally, this is the last video that you need to watch in order for you to become extremely clear on what's the total number of days that you should go to the gym in a single week, and what's the exact number of sets that you should be doing per muscle group, per set, per session, and also in a week. So, before jumping on to that, let's address some of the misconceptions and beliefs in this fitness industry. That is, you should be only going to the gym like 3 to 4 days a week. Like, I think you have heard it, like, less is more. The less you do, the more you gain, something like that. But the thing is, this is true. I'm not saying this is completely bullshit news. This is true, but then it comes down to who is it best for, right? If you're a beginner and if you're watching this, maybe even intermediate level. So if you just go to the gym like 3 days a week, how are you gonna build that discipline of going to the gym and being disciplined and being committed to the training protocol that you have been following, the diet, the sleep, and all of that stuff? And also, just like I said, if you're a beginner, you probably go to the gym, like need to go to the gym 5 days a week. So that way you are in that sweet spot of good recovery. Like 2 days, you're not going to the gym, like 2 days a week, you're not going to the gym. So like that sweet spot where good recovery and also a good amount of volume, right? So all of this bullshit, like, like people preach what they're doing right now. They don't say exactly that, okay, who should actually benefit from this information. So I'm going to tell you 3 days a week is good. Those who are, advanced lifters, and also, um, it depends what kind of lifestyle you're leading so that you can fit in those 3 days, those 5 days a week training in your lifestyle, whichever suits you the best. But yeah, like 3 days a week, 4 days a week doesn't work for like for everyone, right? If you are someone who wants to build an aesthetic physique but also strength, you need to go like 5 days a week at least. And because the thing is, recent studies have actually shown that the more you do, the better results you get, right? And I'm going to give a bonus tip at the end of this video, so make sure to keep watching this video in its entirety, because if you like miss that bonus tip, you'll like not gain any knowledge from it. Like you'll gain knowledge, but if you want to implement it, you'll probably fail in it. So that bonus tip is extremely important. So what's the advised number of days that you should go to the gym, right, in a week? In order for us to answer that question, we need to first answer the question that is, what's the actual number of sets per muscle group you should be looking forward to doing per session, I mean, in a single day? So, what's the total number of sets? Let's take an example for better understanding. That is, if you're doing chest, how many sets of chest you should be doing in a single day? Then we'll talk about in a single week later in this video, but let's talk about in a single day. So, in a single session, in a single chest session, the thing is, the answer is somewhere between 5 to 6 sets per muscle group per session. And let me repeat it. I'm not saying you need to do like 5 sets of dumbbell press. No, I'm saying 5 sets in total, combining all of the exercise that you do. So if I'm talking about chest, let's talk about 3 exercises: dumbbell press, bar dips, and cable flies. Maybe you need to do 3 sets of dumbbell press. Maybe you need to do 2 sets of bar dips, or maybe you need to do 2 sets of flies. You see, like 3 plus 2 plus 2 is 7 sets. 7 sets, it's good. 7 sets in a single working session, like a chest session, is good. And the maximum that you can do is 12. 12 sets in a single session. So it's for more advanced lifters like me, who, like, I do 4 sets of dumbbell press, like 4 working sets. Then I do 3 sets of uh, bar dips, or maybe even 4 sets if I'm really feeling like powerful and strong on that motion. And then again, 3 sets of cable flies. So 4 plus 4 is 8 and plus 3 is 11. So I do 11 sets and I have absolutely no problem in recovery because I also prioritize that. So with that done, let's talk about in a single week. In a single week, the advised number of sets that you should be looking forward to doing is anywhere between 12 to 20. Let me repeat it. 12 to 20 sets per week per muscle group. Now, the thing is, here's the nuance. Like, this is the part of the video that you should be looking forward to, like, and listen very carefully. This is, if the number of sets is 12 to 20, now it comes down to you, how you are going to divide that between the days that you're going to the gym. It's advised, like generally it's advised that like you hit the muscle group 2 times in a single week. This is really like generally advised. So if you're hitting chest 2 times a week, it comes down to you how you're going to divide that 12 to 20 sets per week. Maybe you do 6 sets in a single day and then again 6 sets in another day, like the day that you're fully recovered and you're going to the gym to hit chest again, right? And by the way, I mean, this is me just taking an example of a muscle group, chest. It can be any like muscle group, right? And it can be specifically true for smaller muscle group like rear delts, like you see this poking outside, right? Rear delts and biceps is also a small muscle group. So muscle groups such as the delts in general and arms, you can hit them really like frequently because these are like small muscle group. They take really like slow, small time to recover. So yeah, if I have to summarize, just hit 6 to 12 sets per muscle group per session, right? And in a week, you need to hit 12 to 20 sets per muscle group. So yeah, this is the only advice that you should be looking forward to. And there's a lot of fluff and BS in the internet. I'm saying you should only train, 3 days a week and 4 days a week. But the thing is, if you've heard about Saket Gokhale, he goes to the gym every single day. He even goes to the gym on Sunday. He doesn't take any like rest day. He doesn't take any days off. The reason for that is he only trained like 30 to 45 minutes of intense workout. And he's smart enough to basically divide that, advised sets like 12 to 20 sets per week really efficiently. That way he can train less but go to the gym every single day. He's an advanced lifter, but still he goes to the gym every single day. And the reason for that is discipline. Like if you stop that one habit that you are really good at, that is maybe going to the gym, maybe being consistent in it, and you stop going to the gym, 6 days, 5 days a week, then it's only going to harm you. And this is really a controversial take in it because most people say, only, you need to recover and all of that stuff. This makes me come to the bonus point that I'm going to talk about, which is all the information that I just gave you in this video would mean nothing, like absolutely useless, if you don't prioritize your recovery. Like all the research that has been done, like all of the things that I'm speaking is from, bro science and also like actual science, like actual research studies that has been done on a group of people. So the research has been done keeping in mind that those group of people were actually focusing on the nutrition, diet, sleep, and recovery and all of that stuff. Like their recovery was on point. That's why they were able to push harder in the gym for 12 to 20 sets per week and still recover good enough to hit the gym again the next day, right? So your recovery should always be on point. And I have been talking about recovery for, days, and all of my previous videos, like all I talk about is recovery and recovery. Recovery is what keeps you from not going into that burnout stage, not going into that anxious, depressing stage, not going into that heavily dependent upon willpower only, not motivating enough. Discipline and recovery is what, helps you to build that habit of, you and I'm going to the gym and actually enjoying it. So if I have to summarize, I would say for like everyone from beginners, so the lower end of the range is for beginners and the higher end of the range is for advanced lifters. So you should be looking forward to do anywhere between 6 to 12 sets per muscle group per session, per workout session. And you should be looking forward to doing anywhere between 12 to 20 plus sets per muscle group per week. Okay. And keep your recovery on point, and you will be good to go. Peace.